Hi guys, welcome back to my video. Welcome back to my channel. So today we'll continue working with the developing our home screen, right? So earlier we discussed what we have done with an introduction, what we'll do in this project, what we are creating. In the last video, I have gave you a brief what about the project looks, how Flutter works, and the how Flutter project looks, and give an idea of how it looks like, right? Code and everything. So today we'll start with some development part. Okay, so here app bar is basically this is the, you can say, a title, something like that. Okay, title is something like I'll give you 1 second, I'll give you one idea. uh okay, black, or we can, rather than black, we can have a colors dot amber. See, this is how basically app bar. App bar is basically where you perform, where you define one simple widget, right? You can have a like title widget, you can say. We can have actions also. We can create, insert, filter, something like that. Okay, so this is our app bar looks like. So I'll give it name uh, transactions. Okay, and we can have a, we'll create one body, and we'll have a, yeah. So today we'll implement this screen. Okay, we'll take some sample data. I have created some sample data here. Okay, so you can just download it from the, I have gave a Google Drive link for, or attach the file in the description. Okay, you can check out. Okay, so we'll use this. Okay, we'll use this sample data. So how it will works, I'll create one list view. Of course this is a list, so we used to have a list view. We have a list view builder. This list view builder will allow us, if we have a uh, undefined number, making, we can have a 5 items, we can have a 10 items, we can have a 0 items, we can have a 200 times items. Okay, so we use this one because we can say that how many transactions are there, right? So I'll create here. Context is basically the property of a widget which tells us that this context telling us that this is the property of this, we are currently in this widget. Okay, so item count will import that wait, what's I created? Okay, sample transactions. Hmm, hmm. Okay, so we'll have a sample transactions dot length, because it's a list view, so it will show you. Okay, we have one shrink property here. Shrink will shrink this list to a given size of a container. Suppose we have a, see, this is a fixed size of container, right? Either it's have a like it's can have a 1,000 feet high, sorry, like 200 pixels, 300 pixels. Okay, so we'll define in a shrink wrap. Shrink will allow us that this list will be able to flexify it, or it will adapt it to modify it to a limited size. Okay, we have a 200 size of container, so this list view will show in the 200 container size. It will not take more than 200 space. Okay, it will allow us to modify itself to a given size of a container or height. Okay, so now we'll have a return. I'll give a list style here. Okay, so now I'll give one title. um, I'll create one item, final item is equal to sample transactions index. Okay, and I'll create one text widget, and I'll create item, and we have a property of um create we can define a note. Okay. It is showing you error because text required a string. Okay, but it's a dynamic. The argument object dynamic, or you can say object, can't be assigned to a parameter. So we can handle this with the help of this. So now it will show us. This is how it looks. Okay, it is properly scrollable, and you can see here. Now we can add a something like subtitle, which also is a text widget. Okay, and we can show here item date. It's actually list style has some basic properties, like it already defined how tiles look like, how subtitle looks like, so it modifies something like that also. But yeah, it automatically manages based on the given size. And we can have a trailing. We also have a text widget which will have a item amount. Okay, now it is will modify the size and everything. We'll do some sort of formatting. But yeah, now how it looks, right? So after that, one thing we have left here, we have displayed date, amount, type is okay. Type is we used to have a expense or income. Okay, category also. Okay, so we can show here. We can do it in another approach also. I thought this we can do. Can add this in a leading, right? And we can add this amount in our trailing. Now I guess it's quite look fine. We'll improve this UI, right? I'll check some designs from the internet how we can have a good user-friendly design, right? But this is how we'll define our transaction everything. Okay, we have a list. We can have a action here. Actions, we have a icon button. We can have a on press, and then we have a icons dot filter. Hmm. Always add commas because it looks good. Wait, yeah, so we can use this icon, right? So we have a list of transactions, we have a filter icon. We can, and one more, we can have a um uh yes, we can have a floating action button also. um we can have a inkwell which will have a child of container, or it will have a child. mm, we can have a suppose icons dot add box decoration. I know it will argue. Color we can have a same as we have defined above, but we'll have some hmm, we'll define some. We can have elevated button also, but okay, we can have a elevated button and we can define it like this, and we have a on press. See, this is how we'll increase the size. We can have a size of 30, and we can that's why I didn't like elevated button, because I have to done many changes. Elevated button button dot style from. Now we can fix size, width. Suppose we have width of 50 and height we have 50. I guess it will will improve its width to 100. Oh, it's quite large. 100 I guess is fine. Yeah. So icon size is fine, I guess. Hmm? So yeah, we have a transaction list. We have some basic UI changes, and yeah. In the next video, we'll do some customization and make it some more user friendly. Okay, and we'll go with this bottom sheet UI development also. So that's all from this video, and we'll continue with the next video. Okay, bye bye.